So I just watched this video and I went through the comments, and I'm going to start with saying after watching the video one time, not even all the way through, um, I went to the comments. It took me a while, but I found this comment and I replied to it. So this comment, Jesse Staten 2298. Um, he says he seemed to be dead before he even left the scene. I'm very interested in what was in the shot that they gave him after the AEM came and administered drugs. He kept repeating that they were trying to kill him. He looked dead before the ambulance drive. They killed that man. Now, it took me like 30 or 40 comments to find somebody who was already thinking what I was convinced of. And I told him that. I said, it took me 30, 40 comments before I got to someone with half a brain and enough balls to say what I was already convinced of. They absolutely just murdered him in public. The scariest part, now here's the scariest part, is how blind people are to the truth that's right in front of them, and how easily these people got away with it. Now, this guy was going through something, but listen, why do you go right to he's crazy? He's crazy and he must be on drugs or he must be psycho. What if somebody was chasing him trying to kill him? What if it was police and law enforcement and then a cop's literally trying to detain him? That's exactly how somebody would act, and then that's exactly what would happen if he was telling the truth. Why is that so hard to see? Why is that so hard for people to see? Do you really think that these people aren't involved in shit like this? And why aren't they asking these questions? And what did he die of? I guarantee it had to. Listen, the ambulance drivers, they're all involved. They're going to say he died of whatever. Complications, right? Complications, they're going to say. And then they're going to make up whatever they need to make up to, just to get everybody from asking any more questions. I want to know who the guy is. He said earlier in the video, he said about they think I killed somebody, right? They think I killed C-Dub, or I forget what he says. They think I killed CeeLo or something. CeeLo. They think I killed CeeLo. These guys are actors, he says. They're actors, right? This is what he says. Okay, that's not drugs. That's not crazy. He thinks that seriously, he thinks he is describing somebody who, if I were to guess, knowing what I know, which most of the general public doesn't know, if I were to guess, I would say he is a targeted individual and he is privy, or he's somebody who worked as, within this program, and they needed to get rid of some loose ends. And that's why he was so convinced that if they got him in any situation, of detainment, he was a dead man. He was convinced of that. And what do you know? He died. He looked pretty fucking healthy to me. And then all of a sudden he's passing out, falling over. He even says in the video, they're trying to sedate me. They're trying to sedate me, right? Okay. Well, they sedate him and he dies. Sorry, but, he got in an accident. Why couldn't they just, let him alone? Why you got to try to detain him? Leave him alone. He's like, please, 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 get away, get away from me. And the cops, they make sure that everybody stays away from him. Make sure they have room to do this. Then they do it right in the middle of the fucking road in front of fucking hundreds of people. They do this. Okay, where's the facts? Where's the context? We need to know, his social media. We need to know what he was telling people. We need to talk to his closest friends and people, and we need to know that context before you let us know that nothing happened here. It was just an accident. Maybe that's the case, maybe. But you know what? For people to just go right to that, I think is crazy. I think the most plausible, the most rational thing, the most, the best explanation that just makes sense is the first one I gave, that they were the one that he's telling the truth, and that these people he thought they were actors trying to kill him. And the actor part would be that he just didn't know they were cops. He probably, was stalked or harassed by somebody. He was probably he's probably forced off the road, whatever, however he was wrecked. If this is true, then they do it to all targeted individuals. They try to wreck you. It's what they do. So is that what it is? They just try to get all targeted individuals in some kind of situation where they can get you to go to the hospital, right? Or they can arrest you, right? Those are the two situations where certain people, just certain people who are EMTs or who are police officers, would have an opportunity to off you and say whatever they want and get away with it. Because there are heroes, right? They're heroes. They don't lie. I want to see the fucking. I want to see a camera from the fucking ambulance. You know what I mean? Why don't the EMTs wear body cams? I'm telling you, the firemen and the EMTs. I think that's who needs to wear these body cams. Because that's the ones. That's where the fix is at. The fix is with the firemen and the EMTs. The attention's on the cops. So the firemen and the EMTs, don't pay attention to us. Oh, look over here, there's some officers. Don't pay attention to them firemen and EMT. There are heroes, right? Well, does anybody ever look into anything? The misconduct whenever they're on a call. They certainly have an opportunity to do a whole bunch of fucking criminal activity and get away with it. So we need to have integrity checks and transparency checks on them as well. And I never really thought about it before, but how do you know what goes on in the back of an ambulance? They have cameras back there? I just, I don't know. I rarely ever see any cameras from the back of an ambulance. Rarely. And these cops and people love to use their videos, their dash cams and their body cams, and make their own YouTube videos. These cops and firemen and all this. So the fact that there's not hardly any videos from inside an ambulance, you know what I mean? They love just making fun of people that they get to arrest or crazy crackheads that have to, they take in an ambulance. Why wouldn't they make videos of them? They do everything else. Or TikToks or whatever the fuck they're doing. So I'd like to see they have them in school buses, right, with our kids. Why don't they have them in ambulances? They should have them in ambulances. I'm sorry. And it's not like you're breaching anybody's privacy. No more than the cops' fucking body cam whenever they pull you over and they take that video and do what they want with it. They don't want to give it to you, though, if you ask for it. I couldn't get mine. No, instead they just, never mind, dismissed, whenever I started asking for it. Because I was alleging that the cop was he absolutely tried to fucking kill me. Nothing else makes any sense. The cop was trying to kill me. I said, well, I get the dash cams and the body cams, and you'll see. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. And they all tried to fucking protect each other and say, I don't know if they wear body cams, they tried to say. I said, well, I do. I have a video showing that he fucking told me to my face that he only turns it on when he wants it on. I have a video of it on my fucking YouTube. This is only on. That was a threat, you know what I mean? This is only on when I want it to be on. It's a threat. That same officer tried to fucking kill me. Now this is the threat. After the first time he tried to kill me, then he told me that he only turns his body cam on when he wants it on. Then he tried to kill me a second time, and they did it on my son's fucking birthday, a day before Thanksgiving. Well, it didn't work. He wasn't successful. Okay, so. And if he would have been successful, he would have got away with it. The way they did it, if there would have been a video, they would have said, oh, he was just doing his job, Right? They would have they're very good at making it look like their, officer safety and their life's in danger, just so they can off a person. I promise you they did it to me twice, and both times It's absolutely obvious what they were doing, okay? They're the ones that are trained, and I know how they were supposed to do it. So the fact that I know what they did was totally wrong, and they're the ones that are supposed to be the trained professionals, tells you everything you need to know right there. You know, that should lend even more credibility to what I'm saying right now. I know from personal experience that 2 separate occasions at least that a certain police officer and another one actually made attempts to shoot me in the fucking head. And when he wasn't successful, I start speaking out about it, and I ask for the fucking body cams and dash cams. Oh, what do you know? They just write everything off like nothing happened, right? Charges go bye-bye. Here's a $50 fine for disorderly conduct. Then they tricked me and then threw me in jail for a $50 disorderly conduct fine. Oh yeah, they punished me. They made sure they did that. But regardless, it's for those of you who think that these cops didn't do anything wrong, and that guy who's clearly going through a psychosis or on drugs, I don't get it. Why aren't you asking the right questions? Why aren't you curious what he was talking about? Okay, now I'm not going to play this video. I want you to go look at this video for yourself and watch it. Okay, because I just watched it and I'm a half hour into it, right? And 10 minutes into it, I was already convinced, like, that they're trying to kill him. That man's going to die. I didn't know how it ended. I had no idea how it ended. Right? But I was just blown away. Look here, when I go back to the comments, okay, I went to the newest comments, the newest ones, right? And it took me till 9 hours ago when I got to this one. So let's scroll up. Let's see how many comments I had to go through. Look at this. See how many comments I had to go through to get to one that said that somebody that finally said they absolutely killed that man. Now, why? What the fuck is the problem here? Are these all bots? Like, are these all just like AI bots? They're all just fucking, they're just repeating. They're like parrots. They're just repeating what they're fucking supposed to say. Now, I know a lot of people say, oh, they're racist this and racist that, but just the basic facts, okay? Nothing about race, nothing about color, nothing about drugs, and nothing about mental illness, okay? Just look at the facts. There's no drugs in this video. There's no nobody says anything about mental illness in the video either. And the guy's claiming they're trying to kill him. They're claiming they're actors. They're claiming that they're, and then he dies. So just really, really simple. Keep it fucking simple. Ask the right questions, people. What the fuck is wrong with you? I don't know. I just came across this. Other people might already, I don't know. I might be way late on this whole story here. It looks like it was 2 weeks ago, but I just came across it, and I felt the need. I felt guided to do this video and just put it out there, because I can't be the only one that thinks this. So go check this video out. I'll put a link in the description for the video. It's got 1.3 million views right now. So it's in Los Angeles. You got to check it out. And comment on my video. Let me know what you think, because I think it's absolutely possible and probable that he was telling the truth and they fucking killed him. I agree it's possible that he was going through maybe something drug related. I mean, to me it looked like he was all there, and he's looking. He's he's got his eye on that cop, because we can't see the cop. We can't see what he sees. We just see the cop's body camera and what he says. But he could, that cop could have been trying to find a spot, to off him, right? Some way to off him. As he tries to get him to stand over by the building and everything. Like, just watch the video, all right? I'll put the link in the description. Let me know what you think, because I'm curious. I can't be the only one that sees. I really can't. I'm not an idiot, and I'm not crazy. But this sure as hell looks like they fucking killed the guy. be good or be good at it. Peace.